There once was a boy. He was growing up with just his mom to care for him and no father. The boy was very quick to take offense. He cried every time he didn't do well at school and spent his walk home thinking about how it would be nice to punish his teacher. Whenever he got given the wrong toy for his birthday, he would sit in the corner feeling sorry for himself. And whenever anyone actually did him wrong, he would shout and scream and try to start a fight. If unable to take revenge, he would walk around sullen-faced, wishing all his enemies dead. And so, he grew and his grievance grew with him. Once day he was walking back from a club feeling very sorry for himself. The girls didn't want to dance with him. The boys were trying to pick a fight. It was quite late at night, and it was dark outside, so he tripped over a stone. He held on to his foot in pain, jumping around and swearing when a woman suddenly appeared from nowhere. She was quite huge and had a very red face and massive hands. "I cannot get back at the whole world, of course," she said, "but I can get rid of this stone." She grabbed the stone and squeezed it until it turned into a handful of sand. "Who are you?" The boy was frightened. "Don't be afraid of me," said the woman, hugging him and stroking his head. "I am your grievance, and from now on I will never let anyone offend you." The boy's life changed for the better. If ever he was upset with his boss, the red-faced woman would storm into the boss office tearing up papers and throwing the boss himself around the room. Whenever he was walking alone in a dark alley and was approached by some delinquents looking to rob him, the huge woman would come to the rescue and beat the bullies up. Moments later, his offenders would be lying on the ground unconscious and badly hurt. "Had you got a bit more upset with them, I would have killed them," boasted Grievance. Everyone grew afraid of the boy. People started avoiding him and never said a bad word to him, or even a good word for that matter. So, life was great for him, or so he thought, and one day he decided to get married. The girl he wanted to marry was afraid of him, so she married him out of fear. He calmed down a bit and didn't get upset with people so much anymore. Years passed. His love for his wife was strong. She was the apple of his eye. But one day he got terribly upset with her. She did something wrong. Maybe dinner wasn't ready when he expected. Or she didn't listen when he was talking to her, but he took great offense. They argued. He stormed out of the room into the kitchen to pour himself some wine to calm down when he heard her scream. "Serves you right," he said angrily. But when the screaming didn't stop, he could not help it and went to check on her. He ran into the bedroom and saw the huge woman on top of his wife trying to strangle her. On their bed, she was holding the poor woman down with her huge knee, her massive hands firmly around her neck. He ran to her, but it was too late. Grievance took his wife's lifeless body and threw it on the floor and turned to him. "I will never let anyone else's grievance upset you." The young man didn't say a word. He quietly walked into the bathroom, threw a rope around the pipe near the ceiling, and put his head in the noose. As he started convulsing, the huge hands lifted him out, ripped the rope, and softly placed him on the floor. "Even death can't have you now," said Grievance. "You nourished and nurtured me for so many years and made me grow so big and strong." And so, they are now living together, just the two of them, going from one place to another, and no one knows how much harm this grievance of his is going to cause in the world.